Picture a Nordic wonderland where emerald fjords slice through towering peaks, where the midnight sun bathes Arctic landscapes in golden ethereal light, and where Viking legends whisper through crystal waterfalls cascading from impossible heights. Norway beckons as Scandinavia's crown jewel, where dramatic cliff tops pierce clouds above mirror-perfect waters, where northern lights dance across star-drunk skies, and where every breath carries the pristine essence of untouched wilderness. This is the realm of trolls and sagas, where wooden stave churches stand sentinel beside glacial valleys, where colorful fishing villages dot coastlines carved by ancient ice, and where Tak becomes your gateway to landscapes that define Nordic perfection. Norway doesn't merely offer destinations, it orchestrates symphonies of natural grandeur that transform travelers into believers, leaving everyone with tales of floating on fjord mirrors, dancing with Arctic auroras, and discovering the eternal soul of Earth's most dramatic theater. Embark on our journey to the world's most mesmerizing destinations. Subscribe to Amazing Wonder Travels for incredible adventures captured in stunning 4K. Norway reveals itself as a Nordic paradise spanning 385,207 square kilometers, home to 5.4 million people living among 50,000 islands and 1,190 fjords. This Scandinavian kingdom stretches 1,752 kilometers north to south, while maintaining coastline longer than Earth's circumference. Norway claims the world's longest road tunnel, 24.5 kilometers, deepest fjord, 1,308 meters, and northernmost city. The country operates entirely on renewable hydroelectric power while maintaining the world's largest sovereign wealth fund from oil revenues. As birthplace of modern skiing and home to midnight sun phenomenon, Norway experiences 2 to 4 months of continuous daylight above Arctic Circle. Vikings originated here, creating seafaring culture that reached America 500 years before Columbus. Norway unfolds like nature's masterpiece, positioned on Scandinavia's western edge, where Norwegian Sea meets dramatic mountain ranges rising directly from coastal waters. 3 distinct regions create impossible diversity. Southern lowlands featuring fertile valleys and forest-covered hills, central mountain spine containing Scandinavia's highest peaks reaching 2,469 meters, and northern Arctic territories extending beyond polar circle. The Norwegian fjords, carved by glacial erosion over millions of years, penetrate up to 200 kilometers inland, creating dramatic seascapes. Coastal archipelagos contain 50,000-plus islands, while inland features Europe's largest glacier mainland outside Iceland. Gulf Stream moderates Arctic latitude, creating surprisingly mild coastal temperatures despite northern position. Norway's 1,200-year continuous culture weaves Viking maritime heritage with modern progressive values. Cultural foundations rest on equality, environmental harmony, and outdoor life philosophy called Friluftsliv, finding spiritual connection through wilderness experiences. Viking Age, 793 to 1066, launched Norse expansion across Europe and Atlantic, establishing trade routes reaching Constantinople and North America. Medieval period brought Christianity and distinctive stave church architecture, combining Norse craftsmanship with Christian symbolism. Danish-Swedish rule, 1380 to 1814, preceded union with Sweden until 1905 independence. Modern Norway balances oil wealth with environmental leadership, creating welfare state paradise while preserving traditional folk culture, wooden architecture, and deep connection to dramatic natural landscapes that shaped national character. From Arctic archipelagos where peaks rise directly from midnight sun seas to thundering waterfalls plunging into emerald fjords, Norway's most breathtaking destinations offer journeys through landscapes that embody Nordic perfection. These natural cathedrals and cultural treasures represent humanity's harmony with Earth's most dramatic wilderness, each telling stories of ice, stone, and sea that continue shaping Scandinavia's crown jewel. Lofoten rises like mythical Atlantis from Arctic Ocean, where dramatic peaks soar directly from sea level, creating the world's most spectacular island chain. This 100-kilometer archipelago features villages nestled beneath towering walls of granite, reaching 1,200 meters, while maintaining traditional fishing culture in red rohrbuer cabins. Midnight sun illuminates landscapes 24 hours daily, from May through July, while northern lights dance overhead during polar night months. Traditional cod fishing continues using methods unchanged for 1,000 years, with fish drying on wooden racks creating iconic Nordic scenes. Hiking trails access dramatic viewpoints, including Reinebringen and Falvika Beach, while museums preserve Viking heritage and fishing traditions. Mind-blowing fact: Lofoten experiences midnight sun for 68 consecutive days, while traditional rohrbuer fishing cabins, built on stilts over water, provide accommodation unchanged since Viking times, with some dating to 1120 AD. Geirangerfjord cuts like emerald sword through towering mountains where waterfalls cascade from impossible heights, creating UNESCO World Heritage splendor. This 15-kilometer fjord features vertical rock walls rising 1,500 meters, while famous waterfalls including Seven Sisters, Suter, and Bridal Veil plunge directly into pristine waters. Cruise ships navigate narrow passages, offering intimate encounters with waterfalls and abandoned mountain farms clinging to vertical cliffsides. Dalsniba and Ørnesvingen viewpoints provide spectacular panoramic perspectives of fjords' S-shaped curves and emerald waters. Traditional mountain farms, accessible only by steep paths, demonstrate Norwegian resilience, with some operating continuously for 800-plus years. Mind-blowing fact: Geirangerfjord's waterfalls drop from heights exceeding 300 meters, while abandoned mountain farms perched on vertical cliffs operated for centuries, with some accessible only by rope ladders during harsh Norwegian winters. Preikestolen commands Norway's most dramatic viewpoint, where flat-topped cliff rises 604 meters above Lysefjord, creating nature's ultimate observation platform. This massive granite plateau, formed by glacial erosion and freeze-thaw cycles, measures 25 by 25 meters with sheer drops on three sides, offering heart-stopping perspectives of fjord waters far below. The moderately challenging 8-kilometer hiking trail winds through diverse Norwegian landscapes, including forests, moorlands, and rocky terrain, taking 4 to 5 hours round trip. Sunrise and sunset visits provide golden hour magic with fewer crowds, while summer midnight provides extended daylight for flexible timing. Base jumping and wingsuit flying attract extreme sports enthusiasts to Norway's most photographed cliff. Mind-blowing fact: Preikestolen's perfectly flat, 625 square meter surface formed naturally through Ice Age glacial erosion, while the cliff shows no signs of erosion, despite receiving over 300,000 annual visitors walking to its edge. Atlantic Road snakes like maritime roller coaster across 8 bridges connecting small islands and skerries, where Norwegian sea crashes against dramatic coastal architecture. This 8.3-kilometer engineering marvel features Storseisundet Bridge, creating optical illusion of driving directly into sky while waves crash beneath elevated roadway during storms. Construction required 5 years battling North Sea hurricanes, with workers frequently evacuated due to dangerous conditions. Each bridge offers unique perspectives of dramatic coastline, traditional fishing villages, and offshore islands, while providing access to excellent fishing and diving locations. Northern Lights viewing during winter months creates magical experiences, combining aurora displays with architectural drama. Mind-blowing fact: Atlantic Road construction survived 12 hurricanes during 5-year building period, with Storseisundet Bridge designed to withstand waves reaching 15 meters high, while creating optical illusion nicknamed Road to Nowhere. Jotunheimen towers as Norway's alpine heart, where Giant's Home contains Scandinavia's highest peaks, including Goldhøpiggen at 2,469 meters, surrounded by pristine wilderness and glacial valleys. This mountainous paradise features 60-plus glaciers, crystal-clear lakes, and hiking networks accessing dramatic summits with panoramic views extending to distant fjords. Traditional mountain huts, hitties, provide accommodation along hiking routes while maintaining Norwegian outdoor culture traditions. Bergen Ridge offers Norway's most famous day hike across narrow mountain spine with emerald and blue lakes on opposite sides, creating spectacular color contrasts. Wildlife includes reindeer, Arctic foxes, and golden eagles thriving in protected alpine environments. Mind-blowing fact: Jotunheimen contains 29 peaks exceeding 2,300 meters, including Scandinavia's 2 highest summits, while Bergen Ridge hike traverses knife-edge mountain spine with 400-meter drops on both sides, offering views of differently colored lakes. Trolltunga extends like nature's diving board from Skjegedal cliff face, where horizontal rock formation projects 700 meters above Ringedalsvatnet Lake, creating Norway's most death-defying photo opportunity. This challenging 28-kilometer round-trip hike requires 10 to 12 hours through diverse Norwegian terrain, including boulder fields, alpine lakes, and exposed mountain plateaus. The granite shelf, carved by glacial erosion 10,000 years ago, measures 10 meters long while offering 360-degree mountain panoramas. Hiking season runs June through September, with proper equipment essential due to rapidly changing weather conditions. Camping opportunities allow sunrise photography sessions while avoiding day hiker crowds. Mind-blowing fact: Trolltunga projects horizontally 10 meters from cliff face at 1,100-meter elevation, formed by glacial erosion during Ice Age, while the challenging hike gains 1,200 meters elevation, requiring full-day commitment. Bergen glows as gateway to the fjords, where colorful wooden Bergen wharf houses reflect UNESCO World Heritage status amid dramatic mountain amphitheater setting. This cultural capital features Hanseatic League heritage, with medieval timber buildings surviving since the 14th century, while serving as launching point for fjord explorations. Mount Flåm Funicular Railway provides panoramic city views, while surrounding peaks offer hiking trails accessing multiple viewpoints. Fish Market continues traditions spanning 800-plus years, with fresh seafood and local delicacies. Rain frequency creates lush green landscapes, while cozy cafes and cultural attractions, including Edvard Grieg's home, provide indoor alternatives during frequent showers. Mind-blowing fact: Bergen receives rain 275-plus days, annually creating rainiest city in Europe. While Bergen's colorful wooden buildings survived multiple fires over 900 years, maintaining medieval street layout and Hanseatic trading culture. Tromsø sparkles as Northern Lights capital, where Arctic Circle location at 69 degrees north provides optimal aurora viewing while maintaining vibrant cultural life despite polar latitude. This Arctic metropolis of 77,000 residents features midnight sun from May 18th to July 26th, contrasting with polar night from November 27th to January 15th, when northern lights dance overhead nightly. Arctic Cathedral's distinctive architecture mirrors surrounding mountain silhouettes, while cable car access provides aurora viewing platforms high above city lights. Sami culture museums and reindeer experiences offer indigenous Arctic heritage, while dog sledding, snowmobiling, and ice hotels create winter adventure opportunities. Whale-watching safaris encounter orcas and humpback whales in nearby fjords. Mind-blowing fact: Tromsø experiences 65 consecutive days of midnight sun, followed by 45 days of polar night. While aurora visibility occurs 200-plus nights annually, with city serving as base for Northern Lights hunting expeditions. Ålesund rises like Art Nouveau fairy tale from 3 islands, where architectural unity creates Norway's most beautiful town, following complete 1904 reconstruction after devastating fire. Kaiser Wilhelm II's assistance enabled rebuilding in distinctive Jugendstil architecture, featuring turrets, spires, and ornamental details, creating architectural harmony rare in European cities. Axla Viewpoint, accessed by 418 steps, provides panoramic perspectives of island setting, surrounding mountains, and offshore archipelago. Nearby Geirangerfjord and Jotunheimen access, combined with excellent restaurants specializing in fresh seafood, create perfect base for fjord explorations. Atlantic Sea Park Aquarium features Arctic marine life, while surrounding hiking trails offer diverse landscapes from coastal paths to mountain summits. Mind-blowing fact: Ålesund rebuilt entirely in Art Nouveau style within 3 years after 1904. Fire destroyed 850 buildings, creating Europe's most architecturally unified town, with every building designed in coordinated Jugendstil aesthetic. Oslo harmonizes as Scandinavia's most livable capital, where modern architecture meets Viking heritage amid pristine forests and fjord setting. This cultural powerhouse features world-class museums, including Viking Ship Museum, Munch Museum, and striking Opera House, with walkable roof offering harbor panoramas. Vigeland Sculpture Park contains 200-plus sculptures by single artist, creating world's largest sculpture park dedicated to one creator. Royal Palace, Parliament, and Nobel Peace Center reflect Norway's democratic traditions, while waterfront Aker Brygge district combines shopping, dining, and harbor activities. Surrounding forests accessible by public transport provide hiking, skiing, and outdoor recreation within metropolitan area. Mind-blowing fact: Oslo sits at head of 100-kilometer Oslofjord, with city forests covering 68% of municipal area, while Opera House roof serves as public plaza, where visitors walk above performance halls containing Norway's cultural treasures. Sognefjord slices 204 kilometers inland as King of Fjords, where Norway's longest and deepest fjord creates dramatic seascape, surrounded by towering peaks reaching 1,700-plus meters. This massive waterway, carved by glacial erosion during ice ages, plunges to 1,308-meter depths, while maintaining pristine waters reflecting surrounding mountain walls. Branch fjords, including famous Norway Fjord and Ålandsfjord, create intimate waterways accessible by cruise ships and traditional boats. Stave churches, including UNESCO-listed urnas, demonstrate medieval craftsmanship, while mountain railways, including Flåm Line, provide spectacular scenic journeys. Hiking trails, access glacier viewpoints, and traditional mountain farms, preserving Norwegian alpine culture. Mind-blowing fact: Sognefjord reaches maximum depth of 1,308 meters, deeper than surrounding mountains are high, while stretching 204 kilometers inland, making it world's second longest fjord, containing more water volume than entire Baltic Sea. Norway Fjord narrows to 250 meters width, where UNESCO World Heritage Fjord creates intimate corridor between 1,700-meter mountain walls rising directly from pristine waters. This branch of Sognefjord offers Norway's most dramatic fjord experience, with waterfalls cascading from impossible heights, while traditional farms cling to vertical mountainsides. Small boat tours provide intimate encounters with narrow passages, while kayaking offers silent exploration through mirror-perfect waters. Ålandsdalen hiking trail accesses multiple viewpoints, while traditional mountain farms demonstrate centuries of Norwegian alpine agriculture. Winter brings frozen waterfalls and aurora possibilities, while summer provides midnight sun illumination of vertical landscapes. Mind-blowing fact: Norway Fjord measures only 250 meters wide at narrowest point, while surrounded by 1,700-meter peaks, creating dramatic proportions with depth reaching 500 meters, making it world's narrowest UNESCO fjord branch. Stavanger charms as Norway's oil capital, where preserved wooden Old Town contains Northern Europe's largest collection of 18th to 19th century wooden buildings surrounding modern petroleum industry. This coastal city features 173 white wooden houses, creating atmospheric historical quarter, while serving as gateway to Pulpit Rock and Lofoten adventures. Norwegian Petroleum Museum showcases offshore oil industry while preserving maritime heritage in historic harbor area. Nearby beaches, including Solestrand, provide Nordic coastal experiences, while hiking access to dramatic cliffs and fjord viewpoints creates outdoor adventure opportunities. Cultural festivals and excellent restaurants specializing in local seafood enhance urban experiences. Mind-blowing fact: Stavanger's Old Town preserves 173 18th-century wooden buildings in Europe's largest collection, while the city transformed from fishing village to oil capital, now hosting Norway's petroleum industry headquarters. Trondheim resonates as Norway's ancient capital, where Nidaros Cathedral creates Scandinavia's largest medieval building amid colorful wooden warehouses lining Nidelva River. This historic city served as coronation site for Norwegian kings while maintaining distinctive architecture, including traditional wooden buildings and Gothic cathedral showcasing intricate stone carving. Bakklandet district features narrow cobblestone streets and brightly painted wooden houses, creating atmospheric neighborhoods. Traditional fish market continues operations spanning centuries, while surrounding hiking trails access viewpoints over historic city and Trondheim Fjord. Technical university and student population create vibrant cultural life, combining medieval heritage with modern innovation. Mind-blowing fact: Nidaros Cathedral took 230 years to complete and remains Scandinavia's largest medieval building, while Trondheim served as Norway's capital for 217 years, with kings crowned here until 1906. Flåm nestles at Ålesund head, where famous railway creates one of world's steepest train journeys, ascending 863 meters through dramatic mountain landscapes. This tiny village of 350 residents welcomes 450,000 plus annual visitors arriving via cruise ships and scenic railway experiencing spectacular Norwegian fjord and mountain scenery. Flåm Railway features 20 tunnels and gradients reaching 5.5%, while providing access to Kjosfossen waterfall viewpoint and traditional mountain farms. Surrounding hiking trails include challenging routes to Rallarveien and glacier viewpoints, while easier paths offer fjord-level explorations. Traditional Norwegian architecture and excellent seafood restaurants create authentic cultural experiences amid tourist infrastructure. Mind-blowing fact: Flåm Railway climbs 863 meters, over 20 kilometers, with gradients reaching 5.5%, taking 5 years to hand-build through solid rock, while creating world's steepest train journey, offering views of waterfalls dropping 99 meters. Norway leaves eternal imprints on every traveler's consciousness, a Nordic realm where dramatic fjords mirror towering peaks, and northern lights paint celestial masterpieces across midnight skies. From Lofoten's mythical beauty to Geirangerfjord's emerald depths, from Bergen's colorful heritage to Tromsø's Arctic adventures, Norway offers soul-transforming journeys through Earth's most pristine wilderness theater. This land, where Vikings launched legendary voyages, while midnight sun illuminates landscapes untouched by time, reminds us that true majesty lies in witnessing nature's grandest expressions: fjords that pierce mountain hearts, and auroras that dance with ancient starlight. Ready to explore the world's most extraordinary destinations? Subscribe to Amazing Wonder Travels for exclusive travel insights and breathtaking destination stories. Subscribe